And what's cracking, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on Bitcoin. Now, before I get into the juice for Bitcoin, I might be doing a live stream later on today, but this is going to be primarily on the altcoins. So if there are any altcoins that you want me to cover in today's live stream, make sure to mention in the comment section below. And of course, popular vote wins. We'll also do the whole spin the wheel thingy for coins that don't get too much of a vote, but you know what? You still have a chance based on the wheel. Okay, it's all on the wheel. Comes down to the wheel. All right, so with that, let's begin. Now, the last time we spoke about Bitcoin, I gave you guys this crazy freaking target, and that target, guys, was $100,000. Although on a monthly time frame, on 100K, looks like, I mean, we're right there. Right? And if we're being completely honest, I mean, from where price is at right now, which is $67,000 to $100,000, that's not even a 2x, right? That's 65% only for us to get to that next critical psychological target, which takes Bitcoin to that six-figure mark for the first time ever. So 100K, yeah, I believe is on the books. I did present a case to you guys the last time around for $100,000. I'll be going over that very quickly today. However, for those of you wondering, hey, Krisha, is that like the most that Bitcoin can get up to this cycle, $100,000? Well, I'll be honest with you. First of all, when it comes to your targets, okay, your bull run targets, try and be a bit more price agnostic. When we get up to these numbers, evaluate the entire technical picture, because that is going to take precedent over everything else. It's going to paint the picture, paint what the insiders are doing before it even hits the news. Price action first, be price agnostic, and then sort of evaluate the entire sort of public sentiment around Bitcoin, around just general market conditions, okay, as far as macro is concerned. Of course, we're going to be there giving you guys these videos to keep you on the right side of these moves. But for those of you actually looking for additional targets, get into the Mango Dashboard Premium videos. Now, I found like this crazy objective system for Bitcoin's bull run targets for this cycle. I presented this to the Mango Seed community months ago. I gave them the entire objective system that I found, and everyone loved it. So I decided that, hey, let me also give it to the Mango Dashboard Premium folk right here. So I basically break down this entire objective target system that I found for you guys, basically discussing Bitcoin's bull run targets. I'll be honest with you, this got me really excited. The results of the system got me really excited. So go ahead and give it a watch if you haven't already done so. And if you are looking to figure out where the market could very well top off. Okay, spoiler, is it over 100K? Yeah. All right, so now with that, let's begin. Now, what really drove us to the $100,000 target? Well, I had discussed something with you on the 4-hour time frame. I know, I don't ever play the 4-hour time frame, but there's something really happened on here that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention, and that was primarily the 4-hour golden cross. Ever since Bitcoin broke out of its 30K consolidation range, which sort of took place for over a month, slightly over a month, but this was it. This red line marks that 30K consolidation range right there. But ever since then, Bitcoin has only had a total of 3 golden crosses. Now, golden crosses are very bullish events on the chart. Now, first of all, let me explain to you a golden cross. A golden cross is when the 55 exponential moving average meets the green line crosses over the purple line. That's your golden cross. The inverse of that is the death cross. Right, a golden cross is a bullish event, a death cross is a bearish event. When it came to Bitcoin, right, it was that death cross. I remember my very first bear market, which was this bear market right here. It was the 4-hour death cross that gave everyone the tip off right here that, hey, Bitcoin was going to fall. At this juncture right here, where, price was sort of squeezing, volatility died down, people, believe it or not, were feeling a lot more bullish than they were feeling bearish. They thought that the impulsive move was going to come to us to the upside, but instead we got the impulsive move to the downside. And what a freaking impulsive move that was. Trust me, the volatility that kicked in right there was insane. Till today, I've not seen volatility like that, besides, of course, the COVID event. But there was no COVID here. It was just general market conditions. It's just that it broke down. But it was the 4-hour death cross that really gave everyone the tip off right here. Now, once again, let me just show you what's going on the golden crosses on the 4-hour time frame. So far, the 3 golden crosses that we've had. Okay, let me just go ahead and mark it out for you. 4-hour golden cross, and there it is. We had 1, 2, and this right here is the 3rd one that we just got. All right, let me just go ahead and mark that out with a circle as well. There we go. Now, the past two golden crosses that we had, Bitcoin did a good 74% and then 72% respectively. Now, we just about got the third golden cross. Now, even if we do something very similar, let's just say we do a 70% this time around from the golden cross. Let's take it from where price is at right now, all the way to say 70%. Where is that going to take Bitcoin up to? That takes Bitcoin all the way up to $111,000. I have that marked out with a white line right there. Okay, $111,000. But is there anything confluencing with that $111,000 target? Because a lot of you are probably like, Krisha, that's not enough. You know, just because you see a golden cross, fine, it's a bullish event, great. But how can you really forecast it to, 70%? Is there anything else alluding to, prices getting up to $111,000? Yes, there is. In addition to the golden cross kicking off, there's one more thing pointing to $111,000, which is the bull flag breakout. Let me actually go ahead to the daily time frame, and there we have it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and draw the bull flag for you. And let me go ahead and draw the other bullish patterns. So we have you can see the flag-like pattern. We got the pole right here. We've already broken out of the falling channel, as you can see right here. Let me go ahead, take the measure move, plot it on the break. Where does that take Bitcoin up to? 76.8K is, well, the target to the upside. So at the very least, I'll be looking towards 76.8K. But hey, there's the entire bull flag as well, right? The falling channel is just one part of the flag. If I go ahead and take the measured move of that bull flag and plot it on the break, and what do you know? $111,000. So yes, there is more confluencing factors with that 111K target. Now, as far as that monthly close is concerned, I believe that Bitcoin did relatively decent on the monthly close. I'm not going to say good, but I'll say it was decent. Okay, now here's what happened on the monthly open, I should say rather, the open of June. Here is what happened. There we go. So there's a bit of a range. I was looking for Bitcoin to sort of clear out for a stronger look, right? I wanted to see Bitcoin start closing candles over 69,050 if we were looking for immediate continuation to the upside. But instead we closed under. We closed inside that, that resistance zone right there. So what happens from here, right? Do we see an impulsive move still to the upside, taking us all the way up to $100,000? Or do we first see a dip, right, before we see continuation? What happens next? Well, I'm actually leaning towards the latter than the former. A dip before we see continuation. And why is that? Well, I'm looking at my objective indicators. The number one objective indicator I'm looking at over here is the Mango dashboard, of course. So let's get into the dashboard. You'll find this on app.mangoresearch.co. First of all, notice the market-wide trend and volatility. Trend is currently long, volatility at 30. Beautiful, right? This is what you want to see if you're a bull right now in these market conditions. You want to see a good trend profile plus volatility saying that, hey, the bulls have a lot more juice still left in them. However, as far as Bitcoin is concerned here, now here's the good part, okay? 2-day to the weekly time frame still bullish. That's what you want to see. You want to see your macro trends remain bullish. Okay. However, check out the 4-hour and the 12-hour time frame. We have short signals on those two time frames telling us that, hey, the bears have taken over, but not just that, volatility hovering at 1 and 4 is super compressed volatility. When I see volatility that compressed, yeah, I'm usually looking for that next expansion move. In which direction will fall back onto your trend? If I want to start seeing Bitcoin start ticking up relatively soon, here I'm using this hack on the dashboard. I want to see this 12-hour flip long. That's my hack. Okay, the 12-hour has been our primary barometer in keeping us on the right side of Bitcoin's lower time frame trends. As soon as the 12-hour goes long, oftentimes it signals continuation, and oftentimes it actually does play out. So make sure you get those alerts in on the 12-hour time frame on the Mango dashboard. That way, just in case you're out and Bitcoin does flip long, you're alerted via email. That way you know that, hey, it's time to start paying attention. All right, but for now it's short, and for as long as it's short, I will be expecting another sort of dip to the downside. I believe at this point it's going to be a minor dip into higher time frame support. Okay, also owing to the fact that the macro trends are still bullish. Now, if I take you on over to Bitcoin, okay, now what is that minor dip that I'm looking towards? Well, let me show it to you. Let's get into the weekly time frame. All right, I'm going to knock off this arrow for a second. Cool beans. Now, the last time we spoke about Bitcoin, guys, I said that, hey, not only did we bounce off of that Mango dynamic support, catching some amazing bid opportunities on the weekly time frame. Just look at this. This has been the ultimate trend indicator, guys. If you want to catch those mega moves on the trend, the dynamic indicator is the way to go. Because not only did you capture good bids on the weekly time frame, but check this out on the 4-day time frame. You know, every dip into the dynamic was picked up by the bulls. Right, once again, keeping us on the right side of the entirety of Bitcoin's run ever since the breakout from 18.6K. Right, so start using objective indicators to your advantage right here. But now, as far as the minor dip is concerned, here's what I'm going to be looking towards. You know, I would say that, okay, it would be excellent if we get another dip into the weekly dynamic, but I do believe there is one more indicator that, one more sort of objective level that Bitcoin actually did clear out, which was the 10 simple moving average on the weekly time frame. We had actually lost it right here on the breakdown on 22nd of April. And we had been using it as overhead resistance until we managed to clear it out on that previous sort of week right there. So once again, I'll be looking towards a dip back into 66.2K. Another thing aligning with 66.2K is the Mango lifeline indicator. Turn that on, and this is what I mean. Start using objective indicators to get you some excellent bid opportunities. It's also going to help you understand when is it time to be patient on the bid, because oftentimes what happens is that when you get a little too bullish based on price action, you know, and you're like, oh, maybe I have a bid here, can it even get down here? You don't know. But when you have your objective indicators confirming that, hey, this is a critical level, when you have these candle closes saying that, you know what, Bitcoin on the monthly time frame closed well, all right, but still it's giving you a chance of a pullback. But where do you place your bid? Where do you place your bid? Now you have confluence with the monthly 10 SMA, and you have confluence with the Mango lifeline indicator. Right, so it gives you that added confidence in that, hey, these are good bid opportunities, and there's a good probability that prices could make their way down there, and it's a reasonable level to be gunning for. Now, as far as the Mango lifeline indicator is concerned, it's telling you that, hey, that next bid opportunity, the next buy opportunity comes in at around 65.7K. Right, so I will not be surprised if we get something like this, prices coming down to 65.7K, and then a bounce all the way up to 69K to 70K. All right, in fact, target 1 based on the lifeline indicator only comes in at 72K, which is our highs right there. So yeah, that's what I personally will be gunning for, but this is the next buy opportunity on. I won't be surprised if that lower time frame dip comes to us at around 65.7K. All right, so that is going to be the dip opportunity. And can we get that? Can we actually get the dip? Is there anything else alluding to the dip? Yeah, if you look at your lower time frames, the lower time frames actually looking weak. There's a bit of a descending triangle formation. Do you guys see it? Right, if I just go ahead and even take the measured move of this, it's going to take us lower than our bid opportunities. But I'll be giving the bids, basically the 10 SMA, this entire zone, the 10 SMA and the lifeline indicator, I'll be giving that more importance for now than the target measured move at around 62.5K. And why is that? Because the 10 SMA historically has been more respected than any of the measured moves that Bitcoin could actually get down to. Right, so if I know that this is a zone that Bitcoin is likely going to respect, right, just based on price action throughout this entire cycle so far, all right, even throughout the previous cycles, you best bet I'm gonna give this more importance. All right, so this is gonna first be a very, very important zone before I look for lower, right, because then Bitcoin, if Bitcoin actually bounces here, then we might be looking at what? A falling channel instead. Right, so I'll still be looking at this as the next bid opportunity for Bitcoin, coming in at the 10 SMA on the weekly time frame and that and the lifeline indicator. Basically, the range spanning from around 66.2K going all the way down to 65.7K. Oh, and beautiful, the lifeline on the 4-hour time frame is in agreement with me on that, which is amazing. Check this out. If I just go ahead and look at the candles right now, the 4-hour time frame is also swinging bullish on the lifeline. It's telling us that, hey, the primary bias even on the 4-hour time frame is bullish. Your invalidation only triggers at 65.9K. Right, for those of you who are unaware of the bullish and the bearish bias, well, if the candles are green, it's telling us that, hey, that asset has a bullish bias, okay, so the longs are likely going to start winning out. If the candles are red, then it has a bearish bias, right, and then based on that, it gives you buy opportunities and sell opportunities, as well as invalidation points to help you understand when you are wrong on the trade. Right, so now notice where the invalidation point comes in at, 65.9K, which lines up with what? Our entire range right there with the weekly 10 SMA as well as that weekly lifeline bid right there. Okay, so there's a lot of confluencing factors, so I will only be looking for lower, honestly, once we start breaking 65.9K. All right, keep it simple, stupid. For those of you interested in the Mango Lifeline indicator, it is an amazing, amazing indicator. Packs a punch because it also gives your invalidation points telling you when you're wrong. That way you cannot make excuses for shit trades. Gives you targets, tells you what the bias is it bullish or bearish, and also gives you the buy ops, right? The Lifeline indicator and the dynamic indicator together packs a freaking punch. Now you can find the Mango Lifeline indicator on the mangoway.com/lifeline. Go ahead and check it out. You'll also find the tutorials and strategies right here. And you can find the Mango Dynamic indicator on the mangoway.com/dynamic. If you're a trend trader, then definitely look into the dynamic. Alrighty, now I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis on Bitcoin. If you did, hit the likes and don't forget to tell me which altcoin you want me to cover on today's live stream. I'll see you guys there. Ciao.